So, you're a movement player in Apex Legends, or at least you want to be. Maybe you've tried to implement the newest movement, but it never quite goes the way you want it to. I'm about to do a mantle jump like Fade. If that has been you at any point, then you're going to want to watch this video because I've come up with a system for implementing movement that will improve your consistency immensely.
Actually, I watched Fade, and I already know how to super glide.
Don't leave just because you already know how to super glide. This works for all levels of players. The first step to mastering a movement tech is by literally just learning the controls. Side note, if you do want to learn the controls, I actually have a bunch of YouTube shorts on it. Let's just do wall jumping as an example because it's not stupidly difficult. The first thing I do is learn that to wall jump, all I need to do is climb on a wall and jump off without pressing W. Now that I know the controls, the second step to implementing it is just repetition. I'd honestly spend about 30 minutes to an hour just doing it over and over again to get the controls down. I'm obviously not going to do that because I already know how to do it and I don't want to die of boredom. But seriously, just put on like a YouTube video or a movie and just get the initial mechanics down. Ideally, you want to get to the point where performing the actual tech is second nature. If you're mid-fight, you don't have the time to stop and think about the actual keys you have to press. You either know the tech or you don't. Speaking of which, step 3 is starting to practice mid-game. The best time to practice movement mid-game is A, when you're not in a fight, so just like running around the map, bouncing off shit, or B, fighting a team that sucks. If you're going into a fight where the enemy has just whiffed every single shot, or maybe like your teammate already got it down, sauce them up a little bit, you know what I mean? Just get up in there and start experimenting with new movement. Worst case scenario, you go down and your teammates clean up. The big point here is don't practice on teams that are way better than you. Good players will punish a mistake on movement way harder than a noob. If you miss a wall jump in front of a predator, you might as well just leave the game on the spot. And this is arguably the most important part about learning. We have to understand about movement is that it is the opposite of riding a bike. You can forget how to do a tech basically overnight. That's why you need to be doing 10 minutes of practice on a tech at least 3 to 4 times a week, or you will probably lose your touch, especially the harder ones with insane timing like super glides or mantle jumps. If you don't practice those, you're toast. And seriously, do it. I know none of you are actually going to do this. All right, that's the end of the video. Good luck.